The Community Broadcast Award accepts entries broadcast exclusively on a local or regional Canadian television station or an online equivalent. The finalists are
Charles Rusnell and Jennie Russell of CBC News Edmonton for Aura of Power. CBC Investigates produced a series of exclusive stories which exposed former Alberta Premier Alison Redford's troubling sense of entitlement and lack of respect for public resources, including her plans to build a posh private penthouse with public money and a bad habit of hopping on the government plane for long weekend holidays.
2 of those trips were on long weekends, spent in Jasper, and Redford's daughter took a friend each time. The first trip in late September 2012. The second included a stay at the luxury Jasper Park Lodge on the same weekend in June 2013 when the government assumed responsibility for flood recovery in High River. In each case, the stated reason for their weekend trip was meetings with government officials, but we could find no public record of any meetings. And both Redford and interim Premier Dave Hancock's office refused to even respond to requests for an explanation of what government business, if any, she was on.
Alison Brunette of CBC Radio 1 Quebec AM for challenging hospital policy on medical marijuana use. Sherbrooke's University Hospital used to look the other way when patients smoked marijuana within its facility. But after CBC's Alison Brunette interviewed Charles Bury, a terminally ill cancer patient using marijuana to help him cope with symptoms right at his bed, the hospital brought in an official policy allowing pot use for some patients, a first in Quebec.
So I'm just about to turn it on. That's the on-off switch. Turn it up. Inside it, I've put some marijuana, okay. That green stuff is pot. It's a remedy that helps you to relax, and you can't help but being nervous and tense when you're in a position like this. You know, I've never died before, so I don't know exactly what it's going to be like, and this will help me to get my way through that, I hope, and taking it easy on the way through.
Abigail Biman of CTV News Kitchener for Who Cares? An exhaustive investigation into all 37 nursing homes in the Wellington-Waterloo Health Region that provided troubling insights into abuses, neglect, and dangers facing seniors in the area. That included one local family doctor who ran his community practice from a nursing home, exposing elderly residents to whatever illnesses his patients had.
When we're sick, we're told to stay home. These people are sick. They're told, please come to Riverside Glen and bring your illness with you.
The clinic has been running for 2 years in contravention of Guelph's official plan and bylaws.
In terms of risk to the residents, you know, there is none.
I promise you less infractions if there's more staff on the floor.
And there have been hundreds of infractions across Waterloo-Wellington.
I don't believe there's a problem here.
And even though Bulmer knew moving her father at 85 could kill him, she took the risk, saying she'd rather he die early in a better place.
Natalie Clancy of CBC News Vancouver for Working Holiday Nightmare, a CBC investigation into Global Work and Travel, a company that sells working holidays, uncovered dozens of cases where customers were misled and then left stranded and unemployed overseas. Despite repeated denials by the firm and threats of legal action, CBC interviewed a dozen former workers who said they had been trained to be dishonest.